Hi San Antonio and welcome to Park Bench. I'm Michelle Martinez. Spring is here, the flowers are blooming, the birds are chirping, and it's the perfect time to get outdoors. We have a great episode for you, so let's get started. On this episode, we're checking in with Mike and Mo on new fitness classes, sharing our Know Before You Go for our annual Earth Day celebration, and we're exploring 3 parks you'll want to put on your list to visit over the next couple of months. We have a great show for you. Let's get started. We're taking you on an adventure to explore Friedrich Wilderness Park, Phil Hardberger Park, and Medina River Natural Area. Come and learn about pollinators, wildflowers, and native plants, and the wonders of nature.
As the education coordinator out here at Phil Hardberger Park, I'm part of the Natural Areas Division, and the main goal is to provide opportunities to connect the community with nature.
So one of the reasons I enjoy my job here, especially at Medina River Natural Area, is because it's an opportunity to learn new things. And that's something that I've always enjoyed growing up. It's learning about everything that's surrounding me.
When I first came to Friedrich, I really didn't get it. Of course, this was in the late fall and it was gray and brown and gray and a little green. I didn't really get the place and I thought, what are we going to be able to do here? But the more you see, the more you learn, and then you see more. Give this place a little bit of water and it just goes nuts. The flowers, the flowering plants, the trees, they go for it. And so it's beyond magic. It's so amazing.
Native plants and natural areas are super important for the public to be aware of. Everywhere that you live around the world has a specific set of plants and animals that have evolved to exist in that environment.
Native plants, it's a great term that's getting a lot of currency these days, where we're realizing that plants that grew up here, that evolved here over thousands and millions of years, are perfectly suited for this climate, and they're also beautiful and they support the wildlife of this area.
Right now we are in the Native Plant Wildscape Demonstration Garden out on Phil Hardberger Park, and this space exists as a learning opportunity. There are tons of native plants out here. Most of them do produce flowers, and this space means to educate people.
You get not only a high concentration of these native plants, and they're beautiful, but they're also labeled, which is nice. And that's the thing, if they can grow here, they might have a shot in our own backyard.
If you are planting a garden at home, if you bring in a plant from another part of the world, it's going to take a lot more water, and it may die in the first winter because it's not suited for the area that you live. Native plants are evolved to exist in this part of the world.
Even in the harshest drought summer, these plants, these native plants, they're built for it. They trained for this. You know, we're parched and going back to the air conditioning, they're fine.
Being here in San Antonio, Texas, there's an array of native pollinators, and that can be, of course, butterflies and bumblebees, the ones that we know more about, but also hummingbirds. Bats can also be pollinators. Even things you don't usually think of, like beetles and ants, can also contribute to pollinating flowers.
Pollinators, they do a huge impact into our environment, of course. They also impact a lot of the industries and even our lifestyle, whether that's the food that we eat. 1 in every 3 bites of food that you eat is thanks to a pollinator. They're the ones that, of course, pollinate the plants that help make the cotton for our clothing. And of course, they're also food sources for larger animals in the food chain as well.
Pollination itself is part of the life cycle of plants. So flowers are the plant's way to bring an insect or a pollinator over to help complete their life cycle.
I think what is so exciting is not only the beauty of the flowers, it's funny that they are beautiful to us. For the ages, people have said they would enjoy looking at flowers. But who really likes to look at flowers is insects.
Without pollinators, most plants are not able to complete their life cycle. Some plants are pollinated through the wind, but most require some sort of critter getting in there and the little hairs and feathers on their body, picking up the pollen and transporting it as they continue to find food. Wildflowers do sort of bloom on their own timeline, and it varies every year depending on how much rain you get in a spring or even how cold the previous winter was will determine when and what type of flower will bloom during the following year. This year, the blue monarchs are doing wonderful, but there's not as many flowers now as we would have expected.
So some of the flowers that we'll be seeing are definitely either going to be local to the area. One of the ones that I am going to highlight today is located more towards the basin of our river, and that's going to be a pitcher leather flower. It's a little bit more locally based off on our area. It kind of goes in between that time frame of it's like you can see it and sometimes you can't, so it's considered a little bit of a rare flower.
Most of the flowers are just starting to bloom, and over April and May, we will see all kinds of flowers across the park.
I think what's been really most exciting for me as a non-science major is just using technology to learn more. And the more you learn, the more you see. And so, for example, there's this wonderful app that I use. I keep it here because I refer to it so much. It's called Seek, which is a plant identification app. The great thing about this app is that it's free, doesn't require a download, but you can learn so much, not only here in the natural areas, but any park, but also in our neighborhoods and around the home. There's nature everywhere, and this app can identify plants, animals, fungus, and it's just so simple. While you're enjoying a hike, you can just stop and it's like, what is that flower? What is this tree? And you can aim the camera live at it, and Seek will identify it. Once you've identified a plant, then maybe learn more about it. It's just so much to learn, and these apps are a great gateway into that. Every day I'm learning something, and I'm having these aha moments. Even though I don't have a science background, I can learn with the apps and with experience, and it's a great time to be learning about nature.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. Celebrate Earth Day with the Parks and Recreation Department. It's also an official fiesta event, so we're pulling out all the stops to make it a great day. Here's the official Know Before You Go. While Earth Day is of course every day, we're so excited to celebrate Mother Earth on Saturday, April 20th at Woodlawn Lake Park from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. We suggest bringing the following items with you to the event: a water bottle for water stations, a hat and sunscreen to protect you from the sun, a bag to put all your goodies in from visiting vendors, a lawn chair to sit around the park, listen to music, and enjoy the day. The fun begins at 10 a.m. Join us at the main stage where special guests will kick off the opening ceremonies. Enjoy dance and musical performances at the main stage throughout the entire day. Pro tip, you'll want to walk through the park to find all the fun activities. Some of these include tree and native plant giveaways, a nature play area, and lots more. Connect with representatives from local organizations whose work focuses on conservation and sustainability. Enjoy a healthy treat from one of our food vendors who will be on site serving up delicious vegan and vegetarian menu options. While we love celebrating, we have to remind people that Earth Day means to take actions to protect and preserve the environment in order to promote sustainability and to encourage good stewardship of our planet. Here are a couple of tips on how to help the planet. Carry reusable water bottles to help reduce the use of plastic. Follow the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle, to minimize waste, reuse items when possible, and recycle materials like paper, plastic, and glass. Save energy by turning off lights and electronics when not in use. Opt for walking, biking, carpooling, or public transportation to reduce your carbon footprint and air pollution from vehicle emissions. And remember, Earth Day is every day. To learn more about Earth Day and other events, visit saparksandrec.com.
97, 98, 99, 100.
Wow, Mo, you're really strong.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, you know, pumping iron is one thing, but have you ever tried a group fitness class?
What do you have in mind?
So we've got this great new class with fitness in the park. It's called TRX.
TRX, what is that?
TRX stands for Total Resistance Exercise. It's basically suspension training. Do you think you can pull your own weight, Mo?
Pull my own weight? What do you think, Mike? Of course.
All right, prove it. Let's go.
All right. exhausting, Mike.
I know, I'm gonna be sore after that one.
Whew, I worked on my arms, my leg. It was a full body workout. You know what the best part was?
What's that?
It was free.
That's right, Mo. Everything with Fitness in the Park is always 100% free. We have over 500 classes each month. You can find our schedule online at our website, saparksandrec.com. But we've got some great fitness tips for you. Tip number 1, make fitness part of your daily routine. Have it become a habit. Tip number 2, get a goal, write it down, and put it somewhere where you'll see it every day. Tip number 3, with that goal, start out small. Make it something that's easily achievable. That way you don't get burned out.
Tip number 4, try to find a buddy partner to work out with. Could be a coworker or a friend. Tip number 5, reward small accomplishments. That's how you stay motivated. We got bonus tips. 1, drink enough water. 2, get enough sleep. 3, stay active. And that's it, Mike.
That's great, Mo. I'll see you at the next Fitness in the
All
Park
right,
class.
thanks.
For more information, visit our website and follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to visit saparksandrec.com to learn more.